Brian Wilson, Mary Catherine Ham, Brian Neiman, today's newsmakers, and you, the Morning Majority.
8:37, Wilson, Neiman, Ham are here on the Morning Majority. Joining us on the phone is Wolf Blitzer from CNN. CNN's got a big debate going on tonight in Florida. And, Wolf, I noticed that the polls have sort of tightened up. Your poll has it, Romney, what is it? Romney 36 and Gingrich 34. There's another poll that's sort of identical to that. Another poll has Romney at 40 and Gingrich 32. So it's sort of in flux down there, and the polls are very tight. How do you think this debate is going to play out tonight?
Well, I think the debate will be important, but you're absolutely right. It's a very, very close race right now if you believe all these polls. And I've been looking at the tracking numbers over the past few days. Gingrich and Romney, they're really, statistically tied. Gingrich, a few weeks ago was nowhere. Then he came back all of a sudden after South Carolina and is now doing relatively well. Although after Monday's debate, the debate Monday night, Gingrich went down a little bit. Romney went up. I think in part because Romney really was on the offensive against Gingrich, and Gingrich sort of held back and decided to be a little bit more above the fray, which probably was a mistake. I suspect that at tonight's debate, they're both going to go at each other. Yeah,
and there's also been a lot of negative advertising going on in the state. That's part of it. Now,
if you turn on local TV here and watch I'm in Jacksonville. It's amazing, all these political ads. They're spending millions and millions of dollars. Great source of income for local TV stations.
All right, I want to ask you the question about this little controversy that's developing around the debates, and that is whether or not you let the audience applaud, or whether you ask them, as I've been involved in past debates where we actually ask the audience to be quiet. What has CNN decided and why?
This is going to be my third debate. I did one in Tampa. I did one at Constitution Hall in Washington, and now this one here in Jacksonville. And I think, my attitude is I want everyone to be very respectful. These are individuals who are going to be, one of them might be the next president of the United States. So I don't have a problem with people applauding, but I don't want any shouting or screaming or anything like that. And if you look at the debates that I moderated, I think they were pretty respectful, pretty polite. And that's what I'd like to see tonight. There's a limited amount of time. 4 candidates left. In the earlier debates, I had 8 candidates. So when you only have 4, they're going to get more time, and you try to be even with all of them. But I don't want to waste a lot of time just telling the crowd to just calm down and be quiet. I don't think this is a pep rally. This is a serious, important debate.
Yeah, four candidates does allow for a little bit more in-depth answers, which should be fun. There have been complaints, I think, fairly about what debates in the past have focused on, notably the contraception question in the ABC debate from George Stephanopoulos. What are you guys focusing on tonight? A lot of conservatives are like, why are we not talking about jobs here?
Well, I'm going to focus in on substance and policy and the most important issues of the day. That last debate I did at Constitution Hall was co-sponsored by the American Enterprise Institute, the Heritage Foundation. It was only on national security and foreign policy, and it was a very substantive, important debate. The first debate I did in Tampa, which was co-sponsored by the Tea Party Express, was also very substantive: healthcare, economy, jobs. The most important issues: entitlement spending, Social Security, Medicare. And I think you'll see the subjects that we've picked for tonight are going to be important, substantive subjects, and not just, minor tangential issues.
All right, there's a lot of questions, a lot of talk about will the nice Newt show up tonight, or will the mean Newt show up, or the regular Newt, however you want to say that. There was the nice Newt last Monday at the previous debate. I guess my question to you is do you do anything different when you're preparing, because you know that Newt Gingrich has the propensity to go off on moderators? Do you do anything differently? Do you prepare any differently?
In the 2 debates that I moderated with him, he never went off after me. I know he went after, John King and Juan Williams and Brett Baer in an earlier debate. And, he's, Newt Gingrich. I've known him for 20 years. I've covered him for a long time. And, he does what he wants to do. But sure, I think about it, and I wonder how I'm going to respond. But look, I'm trying to just moderate this debate. This is really important stuff, and this is not a debate between the candidates and the news media. It's a debate between the 4 finalists who are left standing on that stage tonight, one of whom is going to be the debater against the President of the United States. There'll be 3 presidential debates in October. And so you want to make sure you have someone who can, if you're a Republican and you want to see President Obama defeated, someone who can go head-to-head with this incumbent president and do a good job for the Republican side. So, I'm going to try to, hopefully, when our debate tonight is done, some of the undecided voters here in Florida and across the country will have a better appreciation of who these individuals are, where they agree and where they disagree. And this is a debate, so let them debate.
All right, last question before I let you go. What about specifically in Florida? You're on the ground there in Jacksonville. Do you think matters more to voters in Florida today than maybe the national Republican electorate?
The unemployment rate is higher here in Florida than nationally. Foreclosures is much higher. The housing market has really gone down. There's a lot of Hispanic voters here, so immigration is certainly an important issue with Cuban Americans down in the southern part of the state. Castro and Cuba, obviously, an important issue. So, we'll get into all of that kind of stuff. But when the most important issue in Florida is the same issue as it was in Iowa or New Hampshire or South Carolina, jobs, jobs, jobs in the economy. People are hurting. People want to see the improvement in the economy, and they want to know what these individuals can do to help. So I think that'll be the issue that will certainly dominate the debate.
One quick little question, but then we'll let you go. Are you sure there'll be 4 people on the stage tonight?
Yes.
You're certain of that?
What are you hinting at?
No, I'm hearing some stuff down in Florida. I'm just wondering if you will have 4 candidates.
There is some reports that Santorum has canceled some events in Florida.
Well, you know more than I do, because I just got off the treadmill. I exercised 5 miles this morning, thinking about making sure that I'm in good shape to moderate it 2 hours. But you guys, you might have better information. If there are 3 candidates, there'll be 3. If there are 4, there are 4.
Right.
We can pivot. We can do this. We are CNN.
With Newt up there, you'll be glad you had your Wheaties, Wolf.
Yeah, I got to be strong for this debate.
Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it as always.
I hope you guys watch.